Hi guys, so the look I'm doing for you today is a really neutral look. I'm also doing my foundation routine, which I've never done in a video yet because I want to show you guys how I get this very soft neutral look with my foundation and everything, and then barely anything on the eyes. Sorry my hair is such a mess. I'm going to the gym right away, so didn't want to spend tons of time on that, but I did need to put some makeup on just to make it look like I am presentable, even though I know I'll end up sweating it all off. But anyways, if you guys want to see how I ended up doing this, sorry for rambling on, keep watching, I promise I'll get to it. Thanks. So, to start off my foundation routine, I always use a good moisturizer. My moisturizer of choice right now is Pond's Dry Skin Cream. If you can see that. I love this. So I just put a little bit on my fingers, mix them together like that. I don't like to put that much on because I actually do have oily skin, not necessarily dry, but this is Next, I always like to put on a base before I'm putting on my foundation because I do tend to break out very easily. The one that I'm using right now is L'Oreal Paris Studio Secrets Magic Perfecting Base. Sit there. I don't know if I'd buy this again. It's really expensive and you only get a really tiny jar. But for the time being, I still have it, so I'm using it. So I only need to take like a very little bit, and then that amount can usually do one side of my face. There's nothing bad with this. I do like the feel of it. Your skin feels like really smooth and almost like, I don't know, satin. Next, I take my foundation. The foundation I have is Revlon Color Stay, and I am combination oily skin and 320 beige. So I just take some of that and I just pour a little bit onto my hand here. Then I just take my foundation brush here. It's just by Coastal Scents. Just have to dab into a really little bit of it. And then I just start to put this all over my face. I don't actually use a concealer on my blemishes. I don't know if that's a bad thing because I find that this foundation covers all of it really well. Next, for my under eyes, I use the Instant Age Rewind Eraser of Dark Circles, and I'm in 30 medium. So with this, you just take it and click it twice to the side, and that lets a little bit of product out, and then just use the applicator and put it under your eye. And I do like to put this all over my eyelid as well. So you can see the difference already between the two eyes, how much it works for the dark circles. Then for the second eye, clicking it twice. I like to wait for my foundation to kind of like set, I guess, before putting on any powder foundation or powder, just to make sure that it doesn't look all like really fake and cakey. So now that I've waited a while, I'm going to put on, this is my Rimmel London Stay Matte Foundation. I'll take the lid off. And it's in 005 Silky Beige, and I just use like my flat powder brush, swirl it in there, tap it off, and then just start putting it on my face. Then to contour my face, I'm just using a bronzer here. It's just from this makeup kit I got a while ago. Then I'm just going to use this pinky blush there, and just any blush brush, tap that in there and then just any highlight. I just like to and then that, I like to take my powder brush back after that, and then just kind of as you can see, I do like to complete my whole foundation blush face routine before starting on the eyes. That's just the way I like to do it. So then next, I think even if you're trying to go for a really natural look, it's really good to fill in your eyebrows, especially if you're someone like me who dyes their hair and their hair is quite a bit darker than their eyebrows. It kind of looks odd if they don't match. I like to take my CoverGirl Brown Eye Makers. It's an eyebrow pencil, an eye pencil in soft coal. I just like to push my eyebrows up like so, and then just start filling them in. Just taking angled brush there, and just using, you can use a brown eyeshadow. That's what I usually like to use, is just a brown eyeshadow. I find it works fine. Okay, so to start on the eyes for this look, always good to put a primer all over your lid. Then for eyeshadow, I'm going to start off using this palette here, the center color there. Just placing that there, and then stopping right about there. And then I just want to drag a little under there. And then doing that with the other eye. Okay, then the next color, I'm just taking it from the same palette. It's going to be this nude color there. And I'm just using the same eyeshadow brush, and I'm just putting this over the rest of the lid. It's a really natural nude color. Then the next color I'm going to use is NYX in Sparkle Cedar. Using an eyeshadow brush. And just tapping that in my outer corner. Then going back to the last palette, I'm just going to use this dark brown. And I'm just taking a crease brush and just tapping it there just to darken it up a little. And then I'm just going back to the NYX Sparkle Cedar again with the same crease brush. Just tapping a little over it there. Just taking a blending brush here and blending this all out. Then I'm just going to go back and dip my blending brush into the first color that we used in the middle there, and I'm going to use that as a highlight. And then just going up from my tear duct there as well. And then next I'm just going to grab my angle brush there, and I'm going to use Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Blackest Black. Just to make the eyelashes appear a little thicker. Then going to my CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion. Okay, so now that the top coat of my mascara has dried, I am going to curl my lashes. And now that I'm done curling, I'm going to use my Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal. Place that over top. Okay, so now the eyes are finished. It's just a very like nude colors. I kind of wanted to look like, you can just tell I'm wearing eyeshadow, but I didn't want it to be too dramatic or too noticeable. That's why I used a lot of the very nude colors and barely anything to darken it there. I just find this is a really like good look if you're just going out in a hurry. It's really fast and easy to do, and it doesn't look like you spent a lot of time on your makeup. It looks like you've just got a really nice fresh face and then just a little bit of mascara, a tiny bit of eyeshadow. It's all very like not very noticeable but neutral, and then I just think the eyes look very nice and like tame and light. So anyways, if you guys like this look, be sure to press the like button so I know that you liked it. As well, make sure to subscribe and send me any requests that you want to see me do. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye! Next, I like to always put on a base. The base a really like fresh face, like just slightly makeup on your face. Hi guys, so the look I'm doing you but okay, so to start out, hi guys, oh, I thought the camera was gonna